have to?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Facebook might hear this.
Oh, it's worse than that. It's YouTube. It's on there forever.
Sherry, I ain't got that reading thing. I forgot about that. Do I need to read that?
You do?
Oh,
Yeah.
crap. I can read it off where you sent me a email, I guess, can't I?
Yeah.
That'd be fine, yeah, just as long as you just quote those KRSs and Attorney General's opinions and Senate bills. And that would- If you can't find it, let me know.
I got it on, it's the same as when you send out the agenda and stuff, right? It's on there.
Right,
Okay, I got it here.
agenda of the committee meeting.
Right.
Okay. Now, when I open these, guys, if you all want me to scan them to you before court meeting, I can. I'll read the bids, and Dennis Profit's in here. Dennis, you have seats.
We are a live magistrate at 0800 hours.
Okay.
Just
Are
open.
we ready? I'm going to call this committee meeting of the property and maintenance to order in accordance with KRS 61.823, KRS 61.826, Executive Order 2020-243, OAG 20-05, 2020 Senate Bill 150, and the March 31st, 2020 Attorney General Advisory. The Building and Property Committee of the Barron County Fiscal Court will meet at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, February 24th, 2021 to consider the following agenda. The meeting will take place via video teleconference due to the current public health situation. Members of the public will not be allowed to attend. The meeting will be broadcast shown live on the Barron County, Kentucky Facebook page and or Barron County, Kentucky YouTube page. This meeting is called to order, and our only item of business is to open bids for the government center chiller, and I'm going to turn it over to Sherry to take care of that.
Okay, as you all are aware, we advertised for this project that was approved by the fiscal court. Bids were to be turned in by February the 19th at 10 a.m. Central Time. We did receive 3 bids. One from Glasgow Electric Motor, one from Lion Service, and one from HVAC. And I will open those and announce them. Okay, this bid is from Glasgow Electric Motor and HVAC by Wayne Malk. The price for a carrier equipment is $97,712. He also bid a train equipment of $131,768. And the anticipated project delivery installation on the carrier is 120 days from award of contract. And the train would be 90 days from the award of contract. Anything else in here?
Is Dennis on here, Sherry?
Yes, he is, Dennis, if you'll come up, please.
Okay.
Don't be camera shy. I know. All right, there's that one. I'll lay that over there for Dennis. The next one's from Lion Service. Okay. Their bid is $98,935. I don't think they have a brand listed. But their anticipated project delivery and installation will be equipment has a 13-week lead time from the factory as of February 19th. Structural engineered line set bridge is excluded.
What did you say, Sherry? What's excluded?
Pardon?
What did you say was excluded?
It's called structural engineered line set bridge.
I'm gonna assume that's for their refrigerant lines to be from the building over to the air unit.
Okay.
We'd have to clear that up.
We may have to clarify that particular. The last bid is from HVAC. Okay. They have two bids. One is for a 1-year compressor warranty, and that bid is $85,375. And for a 5-year warranty, compressor warranty, their bid is $87,285. Their anticipated project delivery and installation date is 12 to 13 week lead time plus 2 to 3 week installation time period. And they've noted that this is replacement for unit tonnage installed now. Unit is a 70 ton, not a 75 ton.
That's 75 tons, what I'm thinking out there.
What did Lions bid the 75 ton?
Lines, well, it doesn't say. I mean, we specifically put in the specification 75 ton. And they did not exclude it, so I would assume that 98,000 is a 75 ton.
What's the warranty on Lions? Does they have anything on there, Sherry?
Lions. Does not specify. Let me make sure I didn't. No,
And they're 91 days, and Carrier's 100, or Glasgow Electric's 120 days. Is that right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Lions was 7 weeks, which would be 91 days,
Right.
and Carrier is 120 days. Is that a 30 days difference? Is that right?
Now, let's look here for
What do you want
Glasgow. What was the date? That's the one you're looking at there.
I understand
Carrier.
brand.
Carrier was 120 days.
Carrier 120.
That's for Glasgow Electric.
That's from
That's a
Glasgow Electric.
75 ton unit.
What brand was Lions? Did it not say?
It did not specify, did not. I mean, we can call them and see if that's up to you all. We've got their contact information.
Well, if I can throw my 2 cents in worth, the 120, there's a $1,200 difference between Carrier and Lions. HVAC didn't bid what we required to bid. So to me, that would eliminate them. The 70 ton versus 75 ton. How do you guys feel about that?
I just don't understand why they wouldn't bid the specifications unless they
I don't know.
have you.
I don't know. But my thought that 120 days, 4 months, that's gonna put you in June and July. If Lions can do it in 90 days and they give you if
See,
the warranties are comparable, that's one I would accept. That's just my opinion.
I think we need to clarify what they've got excluded compared to what the
That's
other
true.
company has.
We sure do. Need some clarification.
Because I know the bridge work on the other one is listed. I know he's out here measuring for it. Now, I cannot say Lions measured for it. So we just have to clear that up. It might not actually be cheaper or quicker.
Yeah. Because I'd say that bridge work is not cheap, but I don't understand. If we got to have it, why didn't they bid it? I just can't understand.
Well, I just have to be clarified on what they meant by that.
We can get them on the phone.
Can we contact them before the regular meeting? Both.
No. We can call them right now if you want to. We can
Okay.
let everybody.
Yeah.
Dennis has got the number for them. We'll give them a call.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think we definitely need to clarify the top two that we were talking about. And like you said, Tim said, and you said, you know, if you're supposed to bid, and when I bid something, I bid by the specs. Whether whatever's on the job, I've got to bid by the specs. So we need to get a clarification on the top two on what exactly is going on, or we may have to have another meeting.
But there's
In my
$1,200
opinion.
difference between lines
We're in
and
the building
Sure.
property meeting right now. And we've been opening up the bids. But we've got a question on, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, but I'll answer the question. Let's see, what was that at, Sherry?
That's the one bid you're looking
This is on,
at, that's HVAC.
this one is?
Yeah, the one you're looking at is HVAC.
Oh, okay.
Let me have that back. And there's one.
We got. All right, the question is, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so you can answer it, so they can hear. It's structural engineering line set bridge is excluded, okay? That's the question, so I'm gonna put you on speakerphone and they can hear your answer.
Y'all there?
yeah,
We've excluded that because that bridge that goes across that road back there, it's gonna have to be engineered. I've started in the works. I was dealing with Western Crane, so they have a structural engineer, David Field. He needed drawings and details for that and everything, but we do not have line service company or lines company, either one. We don't have a structural engineer on the payroll, so it would have to be subbed out to somebody else and installed like that. But it would definitely have to be structural engineered to get across that road, just for liability and all that.
Would that be an added price to the quote here, Jeff?
Well, David, we just give him some rough estimates and stuff. He came up with like a $19,000, almost $20,000 estimate. And it may be more than that, it may be less. He would have to do a detailed study on it. But me and Randy, we talked about it and was like, well, we don't really have a solid number to put in there for it. But we thought it would be better if we just left that to you guys. That way there would be no added expense, for it. It would just be the cost it is.
If that expense then would be an added on top of what you quoted, correct?
Yeah, and it'd benefit the county more to just call Western Crane and just pay them for that portion of the work, because otherwise it'd be a pass through.
You don't have any more questions?
Does it go underground, Dennis?
It does now. We're gonna run the lines above ground.
Okay, so it'd have to be something to clear, the vehicles have to go under it, don't they? So it'd have to be.
Yeah, I knew the other, there was a couple of the companies was here and looking at, with people to fix a trough or a runner across the building over there to it now. I'm assuming they have theirs in their bid, all the pricing together at one leg.
Yeah,
So you're saying, Jeff, that we're looking at the 98 plus another 17, 18,000?
well, I'd say you're looking at the 98, and you could probably be anywhere from 15 to 25,000.
Okay.
He would just have to come out there and physically look at it and make some drawings himself of it and give you a proposal what it's going to cost to build it.
Okay. Y'all have any other questions? Okay, Jeff, thank you.
Okay, thank y'all.
can you get Glasgow Electric on the line and let's pose the same questions to them and see if they're engineered and all that, the
Oh,
same stuff.
okay.
Can you get them, Dennis?
Yes, I'll get him. Mr. Wayne. We're in the building property meeting this morning, and I've got a question for you, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, and that way that you can answer and just talk directly to them, and they can talk to you. We're asking, is your pricing on the bids that you give us, the two bids, is it counting everything to get the lines over to the new air unit and everything complete? All right, well, that's the question. So I'm not gonna put you on speakerphone and you can talk to the members. All right, Wayne, you're on speakerphone.
All right.
All right, the question being is your bid complete, counting the engineering stuff you need to get from our building over to the new air unit?
Yes, that is correct. That is everything, demolition of all existing, new line sets, new platform for the line set to go over the top of the road, everything up and running.
Y'all have any other questions, or do y'all hear everything he said?
Can he beat the 120-day from carrier?
Yes,
Can you beat the 120-day delivery or 120-day? Let's go put it in the middle of July, I guess, or the end of June, 1st of July.
You're asking is, can he beat the 120 days?
Yes.
The question, Wayne, is can you do better than 120 days?
there's a 12-week lead time on the unit. So that puts us at 90 days, and then we're probably going to be looking at somewhere around a week shipping. So that puts us at 13 weeks. So there's a possibility we could have it done in about 14 weeks, something like that. It'll take about a week to get everything hooked up and system evacuated and recharged and started up. So if everything works right as far as weather and stuff, we may beat that by 2 weeks, but that's going to be about it.
Is the carrier and the train the same tonnage? Is it just the train's more expensive unit?
The train is actually about 5 tons bigger, but the way that it's engineered, that it works out to the same cooling capacity pretty much.
So the carrier is a 75.
I get an extra 2 or 3 tons out of the train versus the carrier, which is not an issue as far as the system operation, but it's not a significant amount of difference, to really say it's bigger.
And Dennis, this does include, like, I know in the building, we talked about all the lines will be existing so we can get to them now where there weren't before. Is that right?
Well, we've got several feet from the building to where the air unit's sitting right now is all underground. And when they install the new, and that's been causing majority of all of our troubles, trapping the Freon oil back in the lines, and that's burning out the compressors. What they're doing now is going to be going out straight out from our building overhead, about where level with that catwalk. So anything that's back there as far as big trucks will clear our lines if they can clear that catwalk and then get to the chiller. Is that exactly how you've got it fixed up for, Wayne?
That's correct, yes.
What's the warranty on the compressor on this one, on the carrier?
On the carrier, it's got 5 years on the compressor. And the same thing for the train. I went ahead and figured them both with a 5-year warranty on the compressor.
Thank you.
Guys, he said the delivery on that was 13 weeks. Oh, are we done with him?
Yes,
Thank you, Wayne.
thank you.
He said the delivery was 13 weeks, which is basically the same, or 12 weeks, is basically the same as lines is. If he includes that $19,000, I just don't see how we can go any other way. You satisfied with his work, Dennis?
Yes, sir.
What you other guys, what you guys think? Dan? Yeah,
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to accept the Glasgow Electric Motors bid,
For the 97,000.
$712.
I second that motion.
And is there any discussion? I vote yes.
yes,
I vote yes, Jeff Botts.
Carl Dixon votes yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Dennis, for your
Yes.
getting that to the committee.
You're gonna have to, with the whole court's got to vote on that as well, do they not?
Correct.
Yes.
That's all.
Do you all need copies of this? Or y'all good with what you've got?
I'm
I've
good.
got mine wrote down.
All right, good deal.
So hopefully we'll get this taken care of. I just didn't want to put it off for another meeting. So you call, well, after if it passes during the meeting, you call Wayne right after the meeting, please, Dennis, and tell him to call and order it.
I'll do it, sir.
I
It'll
want
be pretty warm at the end of June up there, Sherry. Y'all think you can get enough fan air capacity to move it around?
These windows don't open up here, so if you see a chair flying through them, you'll know what happened.
I'll have them deliver a bag of ice up there to y'all's office. You put it in
Yeah,
front of
ice cream, yeah,
Fine.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, what we've got is working now, correct? I mean, it's
Half capacity.
half capacity. Would there be any value in what we get out of the old one?
You didn't, it was in the bidding process, they removed it from the property, but yeah, there was quite a bit of value there.
So we
Or recyclable, that's only just recyclable.
So will that be ours to recycle?
No, sir.
No, you put in the bid for them to take
They
it.
remove it, so.
motion to adjourn, Chairman, if we don't have anything else to do.
Okay, I move that we adjourn.
I second.